I'm Kay Valet, Chief Regional Officer at First Things First. Together with our state board, the Regional Partnership Councils, 28 across the state, help identify priorities for funding that help strengthen programs, services, and supports for young children and their families. Each regional council is made up of volunteer leaders who study the needs of their local communities and find innovative, strategic approaches to support the healthy development and learning of its youngest children. The Basha Regional Partnership Council Excellence Award recognizes a First Things First Regional Council for inspiring its local community to promote positive and lasting change on behalf of young children and their families. Basha was a legendary Arizona businessman and humanitarian, and he was instrumental in the creation of First Things First. Believed in the power of people coming together to build a better future for our children and our state. So, to announce this year's recipient of the Basha Regional Partnership Council Excellence Award, I'm so very pleased to introduce you to Eddie's eldest grandson, Brandon Basha.
Thank you, Kay. My grandfather believed that it is everyone's duty to help build strong families and strong communities in Arizona. I stand before you today in my grandfather's old office at the Basha's headquarters in Chandler, Arizona, as we celebrate 90 years of serving Arizona families, something he would be most proud of. But my grandfather did not only serve professionally, but he did so personally. He made it his mission to ensure that funds were available to support our state's youngest children. That's why our family is so honored to have this award presented in his name. There is amazing work happening in each and every First Things First region. So thank you to all of the more than 300 regional council members statewide for your service to Arizona's youngest children and families. I am proud to announce that the 2022 Basha Regional Partnership Council Excellence Award goes to the First Things First Yavapai Regional Partnership Council for their systems change approach to improving health and family support services in their region.
The Yavapai Regional Council does the work that they do from all the different perspectives we bring to the table because we want to help families in the region.
They are absolutely powerful, committed individuals and advocates that are fighting for our young people every single day in Yavapai County, which is huge for our community.
You know, everybody has the same passion, but they all bring so many different outlooks to it.
Their perspectives, their excitement, their joy of doing this for children of our community has just been amazing.
We all have different passion areas, different lived experiences and strengths. And I think because of that, we tend to be a super robust group.
They ask different questions based on their perspective and their experience. And I think that leads to better decisions.
The fact that First Things First designed this structure where regional council members represent a diversity of elements in the community, I've found in our case has really enhanced the critical eyes that are looking at information and the critical thinking to come up with ideas of how to move forward.
They come prepared. They've done their homework.
Reading reports, a lot of reports, long reports.
Reading, and more reading. And then we discuss what we read.
The needs and assets reports that we refer to.
Data reports.
A lot of data and information about services in our region and about gaps.
We also do a lot of community conversations, community forums, and really hear and listen.
Hearing what our grant partners are saying, listening to the needs of the community.
The last 2 years have been really kind of intense in terms of how much involvement all of the regional council members have had, because we were funding a children's health system change strategy.
Over a very long period of time, we came back kind of to the same core issues.
In our area, there's a lot of children with developmental needs. And we all know the research shows that if you have interventions earlier in life, then the outcomes are much better. And yet we are not doing a great job of getting those children the supports and the interventions that they need.
There are services out there. There are programs for people, for families and kids that need them, and they don't even know about them.
We do have resources, but they are operating in silos. Families don't always know how to access them, and if families are not being referred to those services in a way that enables them to follow through.
We had some money kind of left over, one-time money.
We were already standing shoulder to shoulder with a lot of local decision makers and leaders. And so bringing up to them, hey, we have this one-time injection of funds. We would like to see a furthering of screening for kiddos with developmental delays. And here is our reasonings why. Could you revamp this, take this, and run with it? And they said yes. So because of that work, we were able to really kind of be the driving force behind Yavapai County Community Health Services, getting this work funded into the future through the Yavapai County Board of Supervisors. And it's just a really good example of everybody doing their best to do what's best for the community, and a true example of systems change here in Yavapai County.
And so we began to say, okay, we need to come up with some way to move the system and work with partners and get out of our silos.
We engaged in a strategic plan process very strategically.
All these steps that we've gone through and conversations we've had have pointed out that there are so many issues to tackle that really we should be looking at system change work as much as we can.
Our board took a vote and decided that we wanted to pursue a collective impact model within the children's health systems strategy area.
And that's when we went and talked to the folks at Northern Arizona University, who would help us move to the next step.
This momentum, this action going forward didn't need to have kind of the choir. We really needed the people who could make real change.
And we do have decision makers who are about ready to come to the table.
We are diving in deep into what are some priority areas that we can actually move the needle on here in Yavapai County.
There is a great opportunity there to help families get the services they need.
And it's super exciting. And I think everyone is really dedicated and committed, knowing that we're in it for the long haul.
It may take us 3 or 4 years to get there. I'm hopeful that this gets us where we want to go.
A systematic change doesn't happen overnight. But if we look back at today, a year from now, we can see how far we've gone. And that's what this group does. They do amazing things. They all need to be applauded.
We take on this work not really thinking about getting any kind of an award, but it's an acknowledgement that we are doing what we need to be doing to help families. And we are greatly honored.
When we were told, I think the first reaction of a lot of us was just kind of shock. We're, sitting around our table and we're kind of just like looking up and down our table being like, wait, what?
I think it's great because I think our council has brought both their hearts and their minds to this work.
We're having people really appreciate, these long council meetings, appreciate us digging through all of this data and reporting. So just at the end of the day, it just feels really good.
I've seen so much change, and I have seen such great work from all of the council members, and to see the council recognized for that was very inspiring to me. And I am just overwhelmed and just amazed that I get to be a part of this council and help it keep moving forward to benefit our littlest citizens and to help them grow.
We are super excited to be receiving this award. And I feel like this is almost a preemptive award. Like this is the award for, yes, we've done some great work already, but you ain't seen nothing yet.